Oh no, muted. How long have I been muted? I don't know why this happens. It's sometimes when I go from between scene to scene. Thanks, Thermal. I wouldn't have noticed that entire time if you hadn't pointed it out. So annoying. Oh, change your outfit. I want my normal clothes back. I reckon it's probably when I moved over to Animal Crossing. Just when... Sometimes when you change scenes, it just seems to mute for some reason. I still haven't quite figured out what causes it. What are we gonna do? Maybe I could just do the little steampunky thing. Get rid of the halo. Do I have like a pirate's hat? Yeah, I do. It'll be like a little detective man. What? Maybe we should need different glasses on. Hey, Oaken. Yep. How you doing? What do we think? What makes a good detective look? Not that. That's the opposite. Maybe that. Yeah. Let's go with the silly look today. Put this in storage. Let's just chuck everything in storage for now. So I think we'll do a bit of our chores for today, and then we'll go and oh man, my house looks so clean now that I got rid of all those turnips. But yeah, I guess maybe if people didn't hear because of the fact I got muted somehow there, I guess the two things I did say was like I'm going to probably BRB at some point when because I'm waiting on a call. The other thing is I made 10 million bells off my turnips. All my turnips have been sold, so I'm in a pretty happy spot. Paid off my last loan. Oh, Leaf's here. Nice. So yeah, we can pretty much buy whatever we want whenever we want now. Not that it was really a problem before that anyway. But we'll do a loop of the island. Get some rocks out of the way. And then we'll visit our stores and stuff. Yeah, I'm just surprised the fact that that rain has been so heavy that it's managed to find its way into the house. Not good. Not good at all. Oops. Probably have to move those roses. Again, any flowers that are just sort of out randomly in places, as much as they're nice decoration, while I'm doing my flower garden stuff, I can't really have that. If they just start spawning in various locations, then you only get 7 spawns a day, so... You know what's funny, whenever a new person joins the chat, I sort of just obsess over how to pronounce their name. Like... Okanyup? Okanoyup? So I shouldn't repeat just one person's name, otherwise that might annoy them. I got it right? Looks like the coconuts are now out of sequence. I don't know how this happened, but yeah. I was originally selling the coconuts, like crafting them into the coconut juice, just because it's like the most cost effective. But it's kind of just so time consuming, I don't think it's really worth it. I mean, it depends on how many coconuts I guess I pick up, but oh good. Yay, so he's moved. Yeah, you can make it into a little juice. So got it from a DIY at some point. Oh yeah, I have the gold watering can now. I forgot to mention that. Because I got 5-star. I was right. So my town was a 5-star town. It's just all those turnips on the floor was like preventing it. Ooh, bamboo floor lamp. That's cool. I want that. This thing here, coconut juice. So because whenever you craft something, it doubles its cost. And because cherries and coconuts are technically considered native, it doubles their price effectively. So you should always double your native fruit and double the amount on coconut items. Here's my section. We'll go do that gold thing once I get this slingshot. I only got a couple of wishes in, so there might just be a few star bits around. Yep. I'm not a patient soul. Just watch these things and just hopefully they appear in a different area. Hey Daypine, how you doing? Come on, just a little bit more. The problem is I can never tell, like, see, it's like, is it over the water or is it over the land? Because if I pop it and then it like lands in the water, it's just gone. Yeah, it was over land. Oh, I don't have 30k on me. Probably go get fire. Ooh. That sounds cool. I must have, yeah, so I probably got 100k and then I probably put like it all in the storage. I should have kept some of it. So you can see I moved, last time around I moved all of the... Hang on. What? There's little mushrooms. You can get mushrooms? Was this in the last game? I don't remember that. That seems pretty new. So we're going to be able to get little mushroom fellas. Awesome. I'm excited for that. Rudy's just walking around with a lollipop. We have to plant some wildflower bulbs. Only south from Mono gets mushrooms for now. Oh, okay, cool. I'll talk to you in a bit, Leaf. So we must be able to craft them into stuff. You guys know if they were in the previous game? Because I don't remember them myself. Thingy. Draw. So let's get 60. And 90. Let's see if we got any cool Nook stuff. Same old, same old. I was wondering if they would add a few extra things as the seasons changed, but... I want another wind turbine. I kind of want, like, the playground and stuff. Just to have one of everything. I don't think I have one of those. I think we bought the sandbox and the cotton candy thing already, so let's go grab that playground. Then we have 2,000 more. What else should we get? I don't know if I'd ever use that. Unless I set up a space area, I don't know if I really would. I kind of think I might use the soccer thing. Could be fun. I could use it as like a back-facing for other stuff as well. Solar panels actually might be nice. Maybe we can grab a solar panel. Let's grab one of them. Yes, but not with this selection. You will Nook shop. Grab a lighthouse. I've already got one lighthouse. I probably don't need another. Etude. Et2. What should we grab? Should I just grab more floor lights? Like, I just need them everywhere. Let's just stock up on floor lights until I feel like I've gone insane. Eventually there will be a section of the town which will be a city, so I'll need a lot of lighting on the ground. Town will probably be split into two types. It'll be like a very sort of industrial Japanese sort of electric town, and then kind of like Tokyo and stuff, but then the other half will probably be more like sort of European, I guess country-esque. Bury in a hole. Stop. Pick him up. We'll go plant him in a bit. I feel like we haven't had rain in game for a little while. Oh nice, I got some more black flowers. Alright. And bow to Princess Kaguya, and we keep moving. I haven't seen any fossils. How's everyone's day been? Feeling pretty exhausted. I was saying earlier in the Final Fantasy stream, I like ended up staying up till like 2 o'clock last night talking to a friend about like the end of 7 Remake and just like digesting it all and everything. And it was a very cold night. So I woke up and I was like, oh, I don't want to get out of bed. I'm gonna just lie here for a bit. You get these little mushrooms. You're gonna make a game engine thing. Oh, that's cool. Oh, what was that? What did I just get? Rare mushroom. Oh. Do you mean like as in a module for a game engine, or do you mean like something from scratch? Snow is your favorite part of winter, and today has been good? That's good. Are you in Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere, Daipone? Wait, winter? I'm confused. It's autumn down here. Yeah, two of my friends are currently working on a new game project. I think they're making a... Is it a turn-based? I can't actually remember what they were working on now. Kinda a game engine? Like, you're not gonna do audio and graphics? Okay. Yeah, I loathe programming now. I studied games design at uni, and the more and more programming I did, the more and more I started to hate it. I was an okay programmer, but as you get to the nitty-gritty stuff, it just started to rub me the wrong way, the further I got in. No offense, Thermal, if you're listening. But, yeah, I'm more of a creative person at heart. I do technical stuff, but I won't, like technical art, but I won't do as much programming. Double. You make it. I mean, that's a funny thing you've said. Like, I would say that I have encountered a lot of programmers that would have a similar mindset. Definitely the programmers that I work with, at least, where they just want to make crazy cool stuff, like, and unique design things, but they don't really want to actually make the game component, which is fine for me because that's the stuff I usually do, so. That's right, yeah, you were still waiting to get the game, Daypine. Armin was time traveling to get certain NPCs not long back, and she ended up like just ending up in winter, and she was just like, oh, it looks amazing, it looks so good and stuff, and it's like, to me it's like massive spoilers. Like, you're not meant to know what winter's like until it actually turns to winter. Oh, that's cool. The gold flower actually shakes in the wind. I actually like it better where it is now than where it was before, so that worked out. I'll probably get rid of this fencing now, because that probably will be the last time I do outdoor turnips. Maybe. Alright, how many did we see? I don't think we got one fossil. Didn't see any fossils. Did you guys see any? I totally missed them all if they were around. I think since I've been playing around with this live 2D stuff. Oh, I'm getting a call. Sorry, I'm gonna quickly be up here. Sorry about that, everyone. Yeah. Wait, was basically waiting for a plumber to get back to me, or a roof person. It seems like everyone's pretty busy when it's really heavy rain, like all the tradies. One reason or another. Nah, it's not super bad. Ooh, I got the gold armor shoes. It's just a minor one. The only problem is it's sort of above the air conditioner, so just want to make sure it doesn't impact its like any of the electronics or anything. So I moved a house from here, so this is why it's kind of blank here. I'm gonna move the Able sisters just across. Let's go on another spree to try and find those fossils. Sometimes it's just annoying. They can be hidden behind like either little trees or buildings and stuff. If I can't see them, I can't see them. It's fine. Yeah, it was one of those things that's... we noticed it last year, but it was only under one circumstance, and we're like, it's probably because it was insanely heavy rain, it's fine. And then it ended up playing up again last night, and we're like, probably should get a plumber. Or a tile person, I don't really know what differentiates the difference for those. You used to time travel and then you ended up hating the island and reset. Oh, jeez. That's pretty intense. Okay. Oh, I forgot to go to my friend's red yesterday. Ah, well. Could have got an extra false piece of art. I want to collect all the false pieces of art. Where are the fossils? They're not even in the forest, like the forest isn't even here anymore to really cause a big issue. Well, if I can't see any up here, I guess we will just hopefully luck out later and find some. I'm guessing all you guys are Northern Hemisphere, so haven't done Mayday yet. I've heard that apparently it's only doable once. So I'm a little disappointed by that. I kind of was hoping that it was a bit of a like a randomized island, like every single time you went you would get to do a different puzzle. But it seems like it's not. I think I just noticed that the chat thing is doubled up today. It just all weirdly buffered, I don't know. Yeah, so it's like, if you don't know that there was an update to Streamlabs, I believe, and now a lot of the mixer stuff is being passed through, but I haven't had time to fix up things for it, and it kind of seems to be bugging out a different set of stuff. The chat included, on screen at least. I'm here to shop. What have we got? Ooh, holly. Isn't holly like a Christmas season thing? This seems like an odd thing to have during autumn. We don't really have holly in Australia. It's not really a plant we have or anything. I don't even know if it grows here, to be honest. But me, it's like whenever you see it in movies or TV shows, it's a very... feel like it's a Christmas thing. So you guys will have to correct me if I'm wrong, but might as well grab 20 of them. This boy is very spherical. He's like the... okay. You guys know Egg Dog? Oh, windflowers. I was wondering what that clicking sound was. I think it's that tap that's just south of us. Looks like a berry. Yeah, I think they're kind of like little berries. I don't know if you eat the berry or if it's like. Oops. Yeah, almond. I'm gonna have to turn off that tap. It's gonna drive me nutty. Oh, I just noticed Oaken, yep, you followed me. Thanks, man. Oh, whoops, I just bought a bag of flowers I don't care about. Yeah, I'm doing alright. We have a leak in the roof at the moment, so I've got to try and get someone around. Which is a difficult thing to do. One, when it's raining. Two, the day before the weekend. So I might have to take a little bit of a break in maybe 10-15 minutes just to give another call to people. Alright, we need to turn this tap off, otherwise every time I go shopping that's going to annoy me. Hey Bengal, you enjoying a sandwich? Yeah, Brookie dropped some last night. Actually, Armin, if you use some, look what happens. Oh look, I just bought some lights! I didn't need to do it with the knock points, look! I was tricked. Alright, let's see if we got anything worth in here. I probably don't even need to check in here anymore, really. I've almost got everything I care about from here. The only thing I want is probably some more cedars. Just to plant some more trees. Oh, some ugly ass walls in this one. Oh. I don't think I have that one. Brookie was mentioning last night, hold on. What's this thing? It's a ring. Oh. Is this, hang on, is this how people have been proposing in like game and stuff, is via that one? Thanks, Armin. The only thing is now it doesn't appear in the restream bot. Like I don't actually get the image, so I don't actually know what you've posted, which I've got to figure out. These changes are like pretty annoying because they've changed not only on Streamlabs, but they've changed it on Restream as well. So need to get a little bit more money out. Oh, actually, probably don't. I don't need to. I just want to have a look. Who's doesn't? Oh, that one came through. That one that you used just before didn't. So now I can see the cat face there. But I couldn't see whatever the other one, the GIF one. It just says a GIF. Was it a GIF you generate? I don't really understand how that works. Shit, yeah, a monocle. I really have enough money. Ooh, silk shirt. Oh, this is the earbud combo that people were talking about. That, I don't like that. We can sequin shorts. Baby chick. Oh, there's a couple of different colors. guess it does. I mean, I don't think I would ever wear a monocle or associate myself as a upper class person. I was watching QI came on up on YouTube. I've been watching little clips every now and then, and it's funny because they brought up like the monocle in one episode, and it's that thing of like, it was just a weird aristocrat thing where it's like that they decided that they wanted to have a single glass when the glasses had already been invented a long time before. So it's just weird, the idea that people decided it was a good idea to basically take your glasses and snap them in half and then just have them held by the bones of your eye. Your skull. I don't know which color I like, so I might just grab them all. Cool. I'm glad I didn't have to get any more money. Am I the one that wanted the iron one? Nah. I don't know what that looks like. Is it just a pipe? I like that one just because the idea that you can, it just looks like a weapon when you're wielding it. Alright. I think we've done all our tasks for the day, and then we can go and... maybe we should do our flowers. Should we do our flowers? I feel like we probably should. We'll do the flowers and then we'll go and do the Mayday Island. Probably a good idea to go in anyway because I need to get rid of stuff that I've just bought. I have to do something with that ring. Oh, I wonder whether or not the mushrooms replaced... oh wait, I didn't want to... didn't want to do that. That's fine. Oh, I forgot to sell these boys. You already know what happens, Armin. All I know is the fact that there's like a sort of a puzzle island, and then there's also you can only do it once at all, which is a bit disappointing. Let's see, where did those flower bags I just grabbed go? Rover gifts you something, okay. No spoilers, I'll find out when I get there. I'll go sell those things again. I thought I was lower on money than I should have been. Oh, we forgot to buy a watering can. Actually, we'll just go buy a watering can. Screw it. It's redacted. Oh, hey Deli, what are you doing in the store? Deli is best villager, just in case you don't know. What am I offering? I'm offering you some cocoa nut boys and some fossils. I know your eclectic tastes. Rover would be the best villager. My friends pointed out to me of like, of course he wasn't going to come back as a villager because he never was a villager back in the day. I've completely forgot that. I thought he was always the default one in the first game, but no, he's the guy you meet on the train and stuff like that. I kind of hope, like, if Rover gets added, I kind of want Blanca to come back. Then we can draw on her face. So watering cans, buying them like that, it's like an equivalent to be like, 2,100 for like, was it 5 lumber and an iron, which is okay. I think that's not a bad price to pay for it, so you don't have to go do stuff. The made Ankara villager? Yeah, I guess so. But I mean, I feel like Rover kind of fits a different bill. He's kind of a legacy character in a weird way. Look how windy it is today. Certainly doesn't match real life right now. Actually, it kind of is windy outside, I guess. Hey, Bibla. Well, hi there. Going better. I think it's yeah, I think it's going a lot better than what it was before. Don't be too excited about that blue rose. I didn't grow that. That was a gifted one from Armin. Same with the black ones. Like those ones sort of have spread well from just a few, which is nice. And now I have a 5-star island, so I can make them gold. Are those oranges from on a hybrid island? No, they're oranges I've grown, so. I have no idea how to, like, if they are, any of them are hybrids. If they are, I probably won't know for a while. I'm just sort of collecting them at first and then figuring it out. Claim them as my own? No, but people can tell. It's not one of those things where I can just be like, oh yeah. See, I know how flowers work. They'll out me. They'll out me so fast. Yeah, at least I'm getting pink mums finally. Whoops. It's annoying though, it's not getting the other ones, like it's just only the pink ones. Yeah, I think you went overboard with the flowers, Armin. As I've had I, in terms of planting, replanting, wasting time. Flowers. But we're approaching, like, having most of them now. Oh look, there's a fossil. I wasn't expecting one to be in the flower bed. Yeah, what I might do is I'll do this, and then we'll go do the Mayday Island, and then we can go on an adventure somewhere. I learned the flowers so you didn't have to. That's probably a slogan somewhere. I mean, like, as in a flower company has that as their slogan? Maybe. It is funny though, like, if you think about flowers IRL in terms of if you go buy them from a place or anything like that, they can be quite expensive. Like, they're cheap for what they are in a sense, but then they're also, like, if you go to some florists, they can just be, like, very, very expensive. I'm not really a flower person myself, I'm more of a greens person. But, I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort. Looking after something so delicate and difficult to raise. You're very much a flower person. I would never have guessed. So I was playing around and I was trying to get the winking working again, blinking rather. It was just being too much of a hassle. So I've actually ended up turning on auto blinking. So now, at least I feel like it adds a bit more life back to the character. Because again, I feel like my boy is a bit of a simple boy. I also noticed he's floating today. What has happened? Why is... Something has changed and caused problems. Why are we floating? Yeah. Not even by your fantastic title of Wild Child, Wild Child? I mean, if you were Wildflower, Wild Child, or Wild Child, Wildflower. Wild thing. Alright, so... Which ones are the windflowers? Because I need to plant 5 of these. Go with what they are. So let's just plant a series of these. Nope, don't want them. I'll be honest, I don't know why I ended up making so many of these flowers, or buying a whole heap of these flowers, but it's happened, so we'll have to deal with it. There we go. I guess we'll sell the rest of those bags. I don't really need them. Oh, we got it through all the watering without my watering can breaking. That was surprising. Did I water less or something? I don't know how I did that. Maybe I'm just out of sequence again. Oh, we got a thing to change our clothes. I know I look a little silly and I chose this costume this morning, but I think I want to change it again. I'm not feeling it. You got some fragments? Yeah, I got a couple from going to your island. I didn't get too many because I forgot to actually pray before I left. And storage. Storage. Wait, that's not what I want to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Maybe I should just collect a heap of the flowers just so it's like if I ever needed to plant more of them, then I can. What do we want to do? I like the steampunk, but at the same time I don't like it. Maybe we should put this jacket back on. Or we could be a little school rebel boy. School rebel boy? What do we think looks good? Yeah, that looks alright. I got this berry hat now. Well, let's put the skull hat on because I kind of dig that. What glasses do we want? How about that? Or we could do the face mask. Yeah, I kind of like that. There we go. That's an outfit. I feel like a character I would run into in Yakuza. Skullclat included. We should probably change the color of our boots. Hang on, we'll get different color boots. We can't go on a good adventure if we don't have the correct outfit. What boots do we want? They're too red. Love those little mage shoes, they look so evil. Oh, those are actually not bad. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. Maybe the purple kicks? Brown ones. I reckon the brown ones. Let's go with brown. I can't even say that. Herbivorous flower might be better. Flower loving flower. Alright, let's go see Rover. Flightless family member. I want to fly. Oh wait, no, actually I think we needed to go to... I think we need to talk to Tom Nook and then he might give us tickets. Come the rain again. Oh, Chris, do you know what we're celebrating Mayday? I may not, really. It is a day when we express our gratitude for those who work hard. Although, I suppose Mayday event is more about play than work. My getaway package idea started as a way for folks to escape and enjoy the carefree lives on a deserted island. I'm sure you've been enjoying a leisurely island life here as well. However, I can't help but to think about all the support I've gotten from our wonderful island residents. It can truly be said that a lot of hard work has gone into making this a great island. As a thank you, Nook Inc. has created a special tour for island residents. Yes, we call it the Mayday Tour. I'm sure everyone will enjoy the recreational activities I've planned. So take this opportunity to hop on a plane, take a trip, and unwind after all your hard work. I've left a Mayday ticket for you at the airport counter. May the 7th is the last time you can use it, so take a flight whenever you like before the event ends. I think that's everything I wanted to tell you. Did you need me to repeat any of that? Oh no, he's turned into that owl from the thingy. No, I'm good. Till then, have a good time on your tour. Yeah, it's season change time because it's May, and we get to go on the tour. Let's see. I gotta fly. I wanna fly. Use the Mayday ticket. For this tour, you go empty-handed. Oh. Yeah, let's do it. Mayday is Labor Day. That's weird because it's not anywhere near. Well, I guess it doesn't make sense to be near the Australian Labor Day, but when's the Americans? Is it anywhere near this? Is it actually the May the 1st, or maybe it's Japan's one or something? Touchdown, Mayday destination. The store is different than most. The whole island's a giant maze. Nothing but an aerial view wouldn't help. While we're here, this is a navigation tool. You copy? The point is you to find your way through. You'll start this with empty wings or empty hand. Big shot bird types rely on inner radar to get around. It's a pretty nifty trick. But you ground-bound goslings will have to zero in on whatever you can and find the maze to reach your target. If you get stuck on the ground, or grounded, or lost in a fog bank or whatever, just hail the rescue service on your phone so you can get stuck, I guess. Our whiskered allies will reset things so you can refuel, regroup, and restart the maze. If you ever feel like you need a little extra intel, I might give you a hint or two. So, time to get going. Right about November Oscar Whisker. Good luck. And wheels up. Labor Day is in September for the US? Oh, okay. Right, well... Oh, we're gonna get free holy plants. Which way should we go first? Because we can eat that, we can eat that and then get through there. I don't know if these shovels run out, so hopefully it doesn't. We can't go that way because that's actually got a thing. We can't go that way because that's got a thing. So it must be through this. Eat this. That's not eating at all, that's pooping it out. I didn't even remove my mask, that's how tough I am. Shove it through the hole. Eh. Oh, I kind of like this. There's Rover. Hey, Rover. Camera might actually be helpful here. I must be able to craft, but I'd need a crafting bench to do that. Oh, there's a crafting bench. What did I just get? Axe, so now I can knock down that other tree. Oop. Oop. Okay, so I'm gonna need fruit to get rid of that rock. Get that iron. Oop. Oop. So I can use the axe here. Don't use the axe. How come, Armin? I mean, I could use the axe here. It breaks in 3 hits. What? So it's a troll axe. But surely you meant to use it here, because then that gives you that fruit. Because then that's at least you've got a guaranteed. Does the shovel break in reduced hits as well? There's two things there. I have to use the axe. I don't think you can not use the axe. Because I'm gonna have to get past that. I need the fruit to break a rock. There's a DIY over there. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the axe. I don't think there's... I mean, the only thing to use it on is a tree anyway, so... It gives you 1 axe for 1 tree. Can you reset it? If you like stuff up, can you redo this entire island, or you have to get it right the first time? Oop. So I can use a hit on the shovel. I don't know. The thing now I'm concerned about is if the other thing had reduced. Will this have reduced as well? Because hang on, how do we get to that? Where's my camera? I need to use the camera to go. Oh, I can't. Yeah. Shovel is fine. I just want to try and figure out where that is. This. Take the camera. So you can see that there is a crafting bench there. So I can, as long as I have 2 pieces of fruit, which I do, I should be able to break the rock, get past the tree, and get to the crafting bench. Then I can craft whatever I want. Go back around then. Bam, bam. Alright, now we can craft something. You don't have any recipes. Oh, okay. Interesting. So what recipe did I just get? Flimsy axe. The axe. What the heck? What was the point of these picking? What was the point of picking these up? It gave it to me as soon as I got to the crafting bench. I guess. Oh, it's so you can craft another. So you can craft the axe. So I need to get to the iron, whatever that is. I need to have at least 3 fruit to make the thing. How do I get to that piece of fruit? I need to go from this way. Ah, okay, so I need to use the fruit there, the single fruit, to get 2 fruit, and then come back and do this. Oh look, there's tickets down there. And then I break this rock, get the iron. Okay. Get it. Nothing down here, was there? Grabbed everything here. It's interesting they've made something that actually you can fail on. It makes me think that like this isn't to encourage people to come up with these designs themselves. Well, the only thing is, if you were to do that, then it'll be break the rock. Do I break the rock or do I shovel up this tree? Because this will give me extra fruit, because I'll need to get this at some point. I'm gonna get this. I got this. Alright, now we need to go back to that rock. Which is this way. Yeah, you can make something like this for your friends, but it's like... Broken the rock. Now I can build the axe. And then I can go through that tree and then use it. I've got to use the axe to cut down the tree. Yeah. I'm gonna get an extra cherry anyway. I'm trying to be get as many as I can, because there are some tickets in the bottom right, and I don't know if I can get to them. I don't actually know how you get to them. So, there we go. Let's craft. I really wasn't expecting it to be a full puzzle like this. I thought it was going to be a little puzzle. Kinda hope they do more of this. How about axe? So I'm assuming this is a full durability axe. It's not like the other one that's slightly used up. Try getting the mile tickets? Yeah, I kind of want to, but I want to see... I want to make sure I can get to the end first, Daypine, before I end up getting myself stuck. Now we are over here. Oh, okay. I think we're done now. Provided that the provided the shovel doesn't break. Don't. This always happens to me. I always end up sitting down. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, the trees. I'm silly. I didn't need to do that. You can just do this. Should I talk to Rover? Will he kick me off the island, or is that it? Made it the goal. Hey, have we met before? You seem kind of familiar. Oh, sorry, I've been traveling with lots of different islands lately. I'm pretty bad with names and faces. This is my first time on this island. It's a pretty weird island, isn't it? What brings you here, anyway? Tom Nook sent me. Wait, you know Tom Nook. He's the reason I'm here too. I mean, I'm here because he invited me. He told me to put together a very interesting attraction on this island, and I should go check on it. But I didn't expect to find a maze. Meow ha 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 ho. What a surprise. So you know Tom Nook? Does that mean you live on the same island he does? I sure do. Neat. I hear Nook's been putting a ton of work into that place. What was it called again? Oh yeah, Covalent, right? Can I not say either of those? Winner, winner. Haha. I knew it. Hey, you're pretty interesting, you know? If all you island folks are this much fun, I bet Covalent is great. Yeah, move to our town. You got a name, by the way? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Ah, Damien, eh? Great name, great name. I'm glad we met. I want to commemorate this occasion by giving you a gift. What are you giving me? It's so great to meet you. I mean, what are the odds? I really didn't expect to have this much fun here. One thing's for sure, I'm hoping that fate will bring us together, and I really hope so. Yeah, if 11th villager, I would love for Rover to be another villager. Other way, buddy. I'd be just totally okay, we just have this default one. I fucked up. How did I fuck up? Can I go around the top side of the island? Kind of can. Kind of can't. Can? I can't get the other tickets now. How come? I still have fruit and I still have tools. Oh. 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 See what you mean. I should have moved the camera over. I didn't realize it was 3 ones. So hang on, how much have I eat? I'm assuming we have no eat stocks. No, we don't. Yo, that's alright, I don't really care. It's just money. I don't care about money. Should I gather all the holly bushes? I kind of want to. I may as well just use this shovel up. I don't know if we get to keep anything other than this though. The value, I think they're only like 2,000 or something. It's not a lot of bells. I really don't care. What did he give me anyway? Rover's briefcase. Oh. I should have cut the tree instead of picking it up. Oh yeah. It's fine. 3 kh? Yeah, it's very little. You can reset the island? Oh really? Even after you've talked to Rover? Can you get multiple things from Rover? Yes and no. Wait, what does that mean? Oh, I like that. I thought that was fun. That was a good little encounter. So should I actually reset the island, or should I just leave? Can I take this? I want this little sign. Can I have a little sign piece? I feel like you should be able to have that for your town, but I don't think I've seen it. Leave, I guess. You'll have to redo everything besides the briefcase. I thought you can only do this once anyway. For the love of Nook's ever flying leg warmer, did you saw through the entire maze? Did. Piece o' cake. Way to saw through, you'll have to let all Nook know. Oop. With the air brake on, seems you have something on you the pile eyes have never seen before. Let me get this straight. You got it from someone who just happened to be hovering around this island? Well then. Dodo Airlines will proudly deliver you to your prize to your home. One dilly day of Mayday tour, huh? Squawk the word and we'll wing you back to the home hangar. Oh, if you're stuck, grounded, lost in a fog bank, whatever, hail the rescue service on your phone. Our whiskered allies will... Okay, okay. You can reset. You can just reset. Oh well, I mean, the island is basically that. I don't really need it. I'm not a completionist, so it's fine. However, the gift you'll receive from the island will send directly to your house. Same goes for any bell vouchers. Oh, okay, so all those bushes. Do I not get the bushes? Yep. Yeah, I mean, it's only 15k. I currently have 7 million bells. 15k is okay to not get. I want to sell those. Oh, so I don't get to keep any of those bushes. That's lame. I was hoping I could have some pre-made holly bushes that I could just plant places, because I like the look of them. Do we know which bushes are actually, like, they have flowered at all times, or is it just particular ones? You guys can have these back, I don't really need them. Because if there's some that are, like, flowered at all times, I'll probably have them as my main bushes, and then other ones just be around in various places. Because the maze, I like the maze. But the problem I have with it is, like, see how some of the bushes are brown and some of the bushes are green, but a whole heap of them aren't flowered? Kind of don't like that. So, probably change that up. So, we now have Canberra moved here. We can probably move another villager here as well. So, move the girls that are on the right hand side. I can move Abel to the right, but it means I need to pull all this up. So, I might do that. But before that, I've actually got a BRB because I'm going to make another call. So... I'll just go to the top. Oh, I got these. What do we need? Hang on, this. Let's have a look at this wall. That looks really nice. I kind of want to make that. Oh, you need mushrooms for it. Okay. Let's have a look at, I think it's a rocket? No, it's this dude. You need the gold armor, not the gold boots. Okay. If anyone wants gold night shoes, you give me 4 gold. Alright. I'm gonna quickly BRB. And then we'll do a bit of terraforming and stuff, I think, to the island. Be right back. I'm back, everyone. And sometimes it's so annoying trying to get a hold of a tradie. Right, so what do we get? What did we get? Do you just hang on? Do you just use these tickets? I've never used these ones before. You have to trade them in somewhere, or I guess you must have to trade them somewhere. What's Rover's suitcase looks like? Oh, I like that. Look how pretty that is. Little shovel, bells, Lloyd. Isn't that red symbol? Yeah, I have heaps of rattan ones. White. Have a look. You can't craft those, can you? They're just normal furniture pieces. Where do we want to put this? Dang. Why does it always grab the thing I don't want it to? Have a look. Tarn. Ratata pieces. I only have these two, neither of them white. So yeah, I'm probably expecting a call back, so hopefully they don't take too long, but I will BRB. Alright. So we want to move this now because we want to move this over, so let's start rejiggering. I realize I'm gonna have to pick up all of this stuff to move it, which is a bit annoying. It's alright. I'm kind of happy with moving this stuff just because I didn't really want the tip in front of my house anyway. Probably gonna put the tip in the bottom right now. Maybe somewhere else. I kind of like having it in a place where people know, like they see it on their way through when they land. It can be sort of there, like they figure out, oh, there's a thing here, I'm gonna look into it. That Mayday thing is a bit funny because I liked it, but it's one of those things where it feels a bit like feels kind of, how do I put it? It feels like it should be different for every player, but it'll be the same for every player, so which isn't the worst thing in the world. It's just a little almost a little bland. Alright, we need to move the Able Sisters, so yeah, it was fun. Oh, I thought he was going to say, I'm going to give you a harder island. Let's do a more cool one. So I feel like that's almost the limit of what they can do. It's hard for me to imagine them doing anything more complicated than that, unless they gave us a bigger island to do stuff on. I want to change layout. I want to move the tailors. I don't have the money on me. Hang on. Forgot that I'd need to pay him up front. Gonna be costly to move everything around, but it'll be worth it. Once I get the layout that I'm happy with, feel like I can do a lot with it. With like infrastructure. Can we just go back to the conversation we were so I don't have to go through all of these prompts again? Beep beep. Other than this Mabel and Sonic the Hedgehog, is there any other blue hedgehogs that you guys can think of? I feel like that's such a specific thing. I was just dancing in the background. Alright, so we want to have it about here, I think. I love that I'm not really moving it that far. Enough that it's... Alright, let's... 1, 2, let's try the... let me imagine it. Perfect. Hang on, I just want to make sure that the entrance is in line. So it was here, wasn't it? Nope. Wow. Hang on, wait. Was that about to be blocked by its own building? So if I needed to move it, I would have had to have... I'm fairly sure if I had moved it to... wanted to move it just slightly across, I would have had to have... That sucks. Oops, I didn't mean to pick the flower. I wanted to shovel it. Yeah, this feels like it needs a little bit of extra little tailoring. What are we gonna swap? Let's just drop that. The flower. Actually, we'll just put the flower on the ground. Yeah, someone can pick up a white rose, yellow rose. Plant. 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 Pick up. So we'll do a bit of landscaping. How about that? Let's start construction. I saw some cool stuff people did with like the their plaza in terms of like making a nice design around the well. Not the well, what are they called? Fountain? Amber, you're too happy. I think that should be fine. Entrance would be about here, I guess, right where the sign is. Do it by 3 by 1. Get rid of this. Yeah, I think I like that. Alright. Now we need to put stuff back down, so... first of all, we want to grab this bad boy. Maybe we'll grab that flower. So... let's see. I had an idea that I took down. What we might do with the island. Gotta find the picture. Problem is there's just so many like things you can just do in this game, but it's like very, very fiddly. So, how are we gonna do this? No, what? That. One second, I'm just gonna send a message to someone. Oh, why did that happen? It's probably... I think it's when I alt-tab out of Streamlabs. Thanks, Daypine. I wonder how long I've been talking. Anyway, I got a mushroom. But it looks like a little weenus. So, that'll be a weird one to carry around. I wonder how long I've been muted. I can never tell. It's as soon as I alt-tab and I go to do something else, then it's like... There's just... You ever have those days where you're just like, why is everything breaking? Why is everything a problem? Definitely one of those days for me. Maybe... not there. Alright, so it takes 4 for that. Which is 8. I come across those days a lot, yeah. I always find it whenever you have like a bad night's sleep, they're the ones that I find that they're the days that you find the following day you're just sort of like everything kind of sucks. Okay, maybe I can't have this even, I just realized. I'm a morning person. I certainly am not thermal. I really am not. I'm a very much sleep in as long as I can type of person. How about you guys? Can you guys get up at a reasonable hour, okay? Friends of mine that commute long distance for work, I just don't know how they do it. I'd go insane. I think this might work a bit better. So I've increased it to... whatchamacallit? You're up to 6 AM every day, jeez. Wait, hang on, you say that, but I know you've bought my streams very late at night. Like, you just operate on no sleep? If so, you're a crazy person, and crazy people like you, I don't understand. You don't sleep that much? Yeah. So many people like that. It's that thing, it's like, I'm envious of that, because I wish I really could, but it's one of those things that I like sleep too much. Dang, it did do that. Okay, don't do that. Sometimes you get up at 9, sometimes at 12. Yeah, so the way to put it this way is, so 1, let's make sure we have space. 2, let's get rid of him. Oh, dang, I was hoping it was getting rid of him. Don't like you, Canberra. Yeah, during my university years, was just the worst. I would turn up to classes late and stuff. I would just sleep in right up until the class. I lived on res for the first year. I just was a very, very like lazy soul when it came to that. And I would just have really, really late nights. I got into a habit of just being very nocturnal, and that carried into the rest of my adult life, where it's like, if I'm able to stay up late and sleep late and stuff, I'm going to do it. Like, you can't stop me. How about this? How does this look? I wish they wouldn't walk where you... Whenever you're doing this stuff, it's just so frustrating because it just always seems like they want to just hang around you. And you're like, no, I'm trying to fix up the land here. Really wish I had like a paint tool where I could just do this all in one line rather than pixel by pixel. Feels very Minecrafty when you're doing stuff like this and it feels kind of pixel art. Now I'm paranoid whenever I've not got the whatchamacallit open. When I haven't got OBS open first, I'm like paranoid that it's just muted me. Okay, now where is the fountain? Let's see how this works. What do we think? Yeah, man. I don't know about that. Kinda like it, kinda don't like it. One of those things you do it and then you're not 100% sure if you are feeling it. Well, you guys seem to like it, so maybe it's okay. Sure. Thing is, maybe I might want to move these bushes. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'd... it needs a bit more breathing room, I think is what it needs. Oh, swap it. Drop it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Still like the clock there, so I'm probably going to leave that clock there. But I'll only put one of these bushes down, I think. Where's my shovel? Sit on it for a day? Yeah, maybe that's a good way. That's an old meme. Thanks, Fermal, calling me out like that. Sometimes memes are just in you and you just... I don't know. Do you know what? I know... Do you know what? I could have moved this back one and I think it would have looked better. I think that's what it is. Alright. We've started this, we're gonna continue it. I can't actually... This dang rose. Someone take this rose from me. Let's go back to this. What I want to do is I want to move it up one. As much as that sounds insane. This is why I kind of think about how there's a few times I've like, oh, I could probably do an art stream and it'd be alright. but there'd be long periods of me just concentrating, and it's like, I know that the work would probably speak for itself, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it'd just be immensely boring. No, don't do that. Have you guys, any of you guys used VR chat? I don't have a VR headset myself, so I haven't really. I jumped on the app, on the game thing once, just to see what it was about, and I was interested, but I was probably more interested about making models for it, and then I never did anything more with it. But it's one of those things that it's like, I feel like it's a pretty chill way, I reckon, to hang out on with other people. You used to on a computer? Yeah, see, I just used it on the computer at one point, and I was like, I wanted to see what it was and stuff. But it's funny because it's like, I have a prejudice, unfortunately, against no, that's not what I wanted. That's gonna wreck two things at once. Against like Second Life and stuff, and there's a few other ones that are sort of similar of nature, because they're just sort of a nest bed for like just the weird. But I feel like from what I've seen with VR chat, it's mostly just been people wanting to just have fun and be silly, which I appreciate. So, but my main point with this is the idea of avatars and making avatars for things like that. Can I think I tried to do this in the past and it didn't really work. Let's see if it works. I just want the green there. How about that? How about this? And then I do this. And then it looks more like an entrance. Yeah, there we go. I think that's a bit better. I think I like that more. There we go. How's that? How's that? Oh, so sometimes I say things, or I go to say things, and I realize that it's a very Australian thing that you guys would have no idea what I'm talking about. There was a YouTuber I came across. He seems to be only become popular during the COVID stuff. And maybe I will plant that there. How's this look? That looks alright. And yeah, he only sort of became popular during the COVID stuff. But what I find interesting is he kind of reminds me of mates I had when I was younger that are very, like, very Australian, and their sense of humor, and some of them were just so fucking quick-witted, and I don't think people really get that. Like, they might talk a bit like a bogan, they might talk a bit like a drongo, but they're quite sharp. What are we gonna do? Alright, well that was what I wanted to do there, so that's good. I moved the sisters there. This will free up a space here, which I want to move. I think I'm gonna move Bangle out of there, and I'm gonna put the tip over there. What is it? I already have a grape hat. Why are you giving me a grape hat? Can you make grape ape in this game? The thing is that's funny about this game is I kind of don't want to make a whole heap of custom prints for the ground, because I've made this design using the default stuff and I like it. But the thing is I don't want to get too many custom floor things because they're just so easy to pick up. So the only problem now is that I've moved that there is I don't really have a tip right now. Oh, actually, I know a place over here. I don't always have to carry around shit. Put it in the turnip fields. Item. Sometimes I really wish it would push your character slightly back so you didn't have to worry about that. Garbage can. Hand cut. Drop the rope fencing. Need that from over there. Drop that. 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 How long will I keep a 5-star rating? Not very long, Armin. While I sort all this crap out, it's probably gonna go down. To be honest, you can be pretty good about dropping stuff, and the game not really caring. It's only when you get to those extreme amounts, like with me with the turnips. Barrel. The other thing, old wash tub. As long as you don't put them, like if you place them like this, they don't count. So, place this. I'm gonna have a grape hat. I don't know what to do with those pink bushes for now. I don't really want to plant them. We can plant them here. Like that, I was like, I don't want to plant them, and then immediately went to plant them. What do we think? We can put... I wasn't going to put a utility pole, another one down directly, but we might put that there. Do we have them parallel? What do we think? We haven't had parallel utility poles yet. What if I turn it around? That doesn't look too bad. The gateway to the... not the soul, but... we'll put a street lamp on this side, I think. The other thing we had? Oh, pedalboard, I don't care about that. I don't know what to do about these flags. Maybe we could put a flag here. Needs a lot of space. Yeah, it's like... it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so big. It needs a 4x4. Yeah. Let me turn it. Let me turn it. Let me turn it. Oh wow. Okay, it's really wide. Look at that. How close can I get it to them? I can even get it against that wall. If I could put it against the wall, I'd probably be happy with it there, but... what do we think of it there? I don't think it looks a little weird. Move this back. I want to move this one backwards. Put that in. Does that look a little silly? I feel like it looks a little silly. Nice. 2 million in turnips. I made 7 million in turnips this week, and it'll be the last time I try and make that amount of money, because I would have had a 5-star rating earlier if it wasn't for that. let's put that one there for now, and then I can move it again later. Because what it'll do if I leave it there is going to be in front of the store window, which I don't want. So I'll probably move it to the left of it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start having my tighter streets from here, and then having all the little houses sort of bundled together. And then I can put things around them. Again, it's hard without a street planner in this game. Yeah, 100k till you pay off your debt. Nice. That's right, you were crazy, and you decided to get a... what's that thing called? The gold crown and stuff. Hey Dylan, thanks for the macaron. I ate the last of the macarons that my girlfriend made now, so I have to convince her to make more food. How do we use these bell vouchers? I still haven't figured that out. Don't you judge me. Don't you judge me. How do we use these tickets? That's how you use the voucher. I don't know how you... Who do I give the voucher to? Does anyone know? Oh, do I sell them to Timmy and Tommy? Maybe that's what it is. Go try and sell to the boys. I probably will get the crowns eventually, but for now, I'm going to use the money on... Probably going to use the money on changing the village and making the layout. I want to sell. Alright, cool. That's how you do it. You brought it, catalogued it, wore it, and gifted the other. Well, at least you had a plan. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll have to do something here. I might put like a little, like, maybe I might put more of these hedges around. I like the hedges a lot. This will open up quite a bit of space here. Might have to deal with these trees at some point. They're a strange looking duck. The thing is, I only have a vague idea of what I want to do. That's the hardest part about doing all this. I don't want to replace those flowers. I also wanted to increase the size of my garden because it's very close together, but I think maybe it's alright how it is. Storage. I might actually push this backwards. Because these are my original flowers, and I kind of want to put more of them there, but there's a red one spawned. Maybe we'll hang on. We do have some extra posies. I realize pansies, posies. Maybe I'll go grab some to plant them down there. I didn't really want to put any more terracotta in the plaza just because of the fact that I had some already over here. But maybe I should. Get rid of this. As much as I don't want to have more of these around my house, they're my flower that I have abundance of. Apart from Cosmos, which I don't like. So, let's grab a white one, plant, wed one, Weird Wabbit. The white one down here. The red one there. It looks, at least that looks a little bit better going further back. Much as I don't really think they'll stay. I feel like there's a lot of that in my village where it's like I put something down or I design something because I have items like this. I don't think this park is going to stay. I like it. It reminds me of a lot of like sort of camping grounds I used to go when I was younger, but I don't think it'll stick around. Oh, I wanted to make a log bench. These. Maybe we should do that. I should like collect as much materials as I can now again. I should go island hunting so I can get a heap of wood without repercussions. And then I could... Oh, I don't want to do that until I get villages. That's what I was holding off for. But... I don't remember what they were made out of, so let's just grab all the wood. This is very pretty. I don't want that. Let's see. Let's see here. What do we have? Can't find it. I wanted to craft more of them and customize them. Where are they? Oh, here they are. Oh, there's a... Oh, I didn't even know that these existed. That's cool. Might actually... leave it. What I'm going to do, instead of this... Let's put this here. Let's see what this looks like. No, not that. Wrong one. It's the same thing. Wild log bench. Does that look weird? I think that looks weird. Let's just put the one we had there. I still don't have very many good surfaces to sit on. I don't really want to put a couch in front of the fire thing, even though putting wood in front of the fire probably makes less sense. What are we gonna do? Let's see what the wild log one looks like first. Come on, game. No, game. Rudy, help me out. How's this? Does it look good? I pull this across one. I feel like we can now because I moved those trees. There you go. That's a good amount of breathing room, I think. Rudy, you think you're so hot, don't you? Wild log. Don't just walk up and start singing. I'm busy. It's hard to tell if that was on parallel. No room my ass. How's that? All good? Yeah, I like that. There we go. Cute little campsite. I know I've got this ugly ass bench here, but what can you do? Not everything's perfect yet. Rudy, you are aware that I don't think this is on right now? Alright. It is funny, you know, this breakfast nook area and this. I was planning to move these over there, and then I ended up making this look like the camping ground look like this, and I'm like, well, now I don't want to move that stuff because this actually looks alright. But I probably will move all of that over eventually. And 4 villagers sing together, it's very intimidating. I could imagine that. Oh, found something we need to do. Move that fencing there. Plank. And grab farthing. If you have a house in my village, you need to have a path to your house. It's the rules. Sometimes, have you ever been like to the country and sometimes like you see like houses and it's like they've got like these paths that like, I don't know, they don't really feel like you're going to someone's house. It's just sort of there. Sometimes you have these ones where it's like a really nice path and it abruptly ends, and it's like, then there's a little bit ahead, there's more path, and you're like, am I going the right way? Alright, that looks alright. You lived on one like that? Yeah, I'm a city boy, so like sometimes like just country things just weird me out. Suddenly the plaza feels very busy, me changing the flooring like this. Well, the person I was waiting for a phone call has not called back, which is annoying because I wanted to get something resolved before the end of day. So I might have to give another call to someone. This armor? Oh, it's the Animal Crossing music. I thought you were linking like another video, a different game or something. Alright, I'm being annoying today, guys. I'm sorry. Like I keep having to BRB, but I kind of need to get this solved. Real life, unfortunately, takes priorities at times. I'm gonna quickly BRB again. Really, this is just quick. I'll be back. Dang it. How is it so hard to get a hold of a tradie today? Gadzooks. Alright. What time is it now? It's like 3:30 now. Oh. We didn't move that flower. Let's move that flower. We have to do the important things, like moving singular flowers. Is there anything else that should I be doing today? What do you guys think? I think it's becoming one of those things with Animal Crossing where it's like I feel like there's probably stuff to do, but I'm like constantly doing the same thing, so then it sort of blurs into itself. Oh, hello. What the heck is... Wait, did I just get a traffic cone? Sick. Where do we want to put a traffic cone? On the corner here? Have you ever gotten so... Oh, it's a blue traffic cone. That's not as exciting. I would have a bright orange one. Have you ever had a drunken sprawl and then just ended up taking home a traffic cone? Feels like a right. Oh, I know what I can do. Something I didn't do, which I wanted to do here. Do we want terracotta? What do we think? Terracotta? I think if you're going to do a maze, it needs to be nice and terracotta. You'll notice they didn't do that for the Mayday maze. Is it called Mayday because they know it's kind of a pun? Do you guys think that I should have made this maze more like the one that I did before, where it's like a bit like you've got holes and stuff and you jump around and things and you have to actually, because you can only go from one direction? Or do you think that something like this just is, because it's just visual, it's not like you're meant to be super confused, it's just a nice little visual piece, I feel. I mean, I could have made a spiral. I realized I could have done that. That might have been nice. Maybe if I ever wanted to change it, maybe I'll turn it into a spiral. How's that? That looks better. I think that looks a lot nicer. Let's round off this. Here we go. There we go. feel like the roses now should actually come all the way up to the front there. I kind of wish it was too red either side. I knew that would annoy me. All those little things. Yeah, look how empty this is now. Here. But I'm gonna put a house here, so I'll probably have a house here. Then I'll have that connected here. I think. Maybe I'm not gonna have a house there, I don't know. What my plan was I like that house here. I like that that's... I'd have a house there. Then I'd have like a little street. Very fiddly. It's all very fiddly to move stuff around. Something I know that I do different to some people is not doing terraforming. Oh, hang on. Have I been missing chat? I've just noticed on my stream there's some chat stuff, but I what's going on? Give me a sec. Because I got Daypine's message, but it didn't come through Restream. Oh, it's one of those days, isn't it? Just so much is breaking today. I'm really sorry, guys. I don't know why this is happening. Terraforming's going alright, Daypine. I didn't see your message until I looked up at the actual stream. Because it didn't get passed through to any of my chat logs, and I have no idea why. It is funny, because what I might do, because today's been such a pain, is maybe I might cut the stream short today. Maybe I might just go up to 4 o'clock. So that's like the next 20 minutes or so. I'll just play Animal Crossing until then, and then I'll finish up. I still need to get a hold of one of these plumbers, and it's not much luck. So I'll need to focus on that, I think. But yeah, what we might do. See, what can we do to the village while I'm figuring this out? What's the matter, Bangle? I buy stuff and then I'm out of bells. It's like, what am I supposed to do? Not buy things? I like buying things. Oh man, I feel that, Bangle. That's too real. You're too real right now. It's not like I mean it, but I guess other folks seem to like to waste money on my hobbies. I love to shop, but I buy stuff I don't need it. Then I wonder why I bought it, and then I see a new thing I want. So I asked Quilson the other day about a good way to save money. The advice was not to spend money on things I don't need. That's totes the complete opposite of what I like doing. Don't worry about it. But that's the problem. I never worry about it. And that's not cool. I just spend money on everything. The whole eventual pop star fortune will be gone in no time. I have to start saving bells. I want to open a combo fashion design studio / bug sanctuary someday. What? Oh, she's feeling better at least. It was a weird conversation. So, Hang on, can we move only one building? So let's see if we can move a house. I feel like we can only move one thing at a time, but let's talk to the Nookster and let's find out. I want to change the layout. Yeah, okay. I actually want to go build a bridge. Bridges. I want to make a bridge. Pick one. I don't know. Does it cost money to get rid of a bridge? I never like figured that out. Can you even remove the town hall? Nah. So there's a few things when you start the game, you have to get it right the first time. The layout of the island, so it's like where all the floor levels are, where the rivers and lakes are, that will be set, but then you can change that yourself. Where like the rocks are, so where the little bit that pokes out from the grass, or the little part of the rock that pokes out, where your dock is, where your pilot area, those things can't be changed. All those things around the edge of the island can't be changed. And the town hall, and I think there's one other thing. Oh, and your fruit. Something else. Is there something else I'm forgetting? No, I think that's all of it. Alright, let's put this bridge. Oh. You know where I was going to put the bridge? I was going to put it right here, and I forgot it's at the back of the maze. I haven't thought this through, apparently. Can I plant it? Maybe we can put it there. Hang on. Let's grab my stick. Let's terraform a slight bit. And what I might do... Not what I wanted. Alright. And we place the bridge. Yeah. Wait, what did it say? To place a bridge, you need a rivet with just the right width. Okay. I do it here. Give me a stick. Take the stick, jump it over. Grab ourselves the water thing. I feel like this might need to be bigger. Wait, can you make diagonal bridges? I didn't even think about that. Did I do this? Oh, you can. That might be fun. Let's do that. I haven't got a diagonal bridge. So let's pull this back. So playing games but have like a character, I'm like, no character, stop doing it, but it's me, stop stop doing it. Oh, I kind of like the little waviness of the edge there, it's nice. Very fiddly. The one thing about this is, like, I love being able to terraform and all this stuff. Very fiddly. Let's try here. See if it'll let me. Oh, not there. Heard that. You gonna play ball now? Let me imagine. Yeah. No, don't do that. Stop it! Stop putting land down, you dumb dumb. Holy moly. I just wanted to do this. Oh. Hello. Yeah, it's lovely. Go. Max this out. Now I'm just getting silly with money and I'm just gonna put stuff everywhere. Alright, I know of another thing I wanted to terraform while we're doing this. I actually want to go up this way. How are we gonna do this? I kind of wanted to have Red's area be here. How are we gonna do this? Because the way I've got it currently is you go through the tulip garden, which I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of the fact that people are gonna have to run through my tulips to go down here, but not the worst in the world. What I wanted to do is actually change it to one of those zigzag ones, but I can't change that now because one, I'm placing a new bridge down. Two, maybe I shouldn't fiddle around with that yet. Maybe I should just carve on through. Maybe that's what I should do. Do this. Oh, okay, hang on. Just realized there's a tree there and there's a thing on it. Fairly sure it's not going to let me because of the tree. Do we have an axe? We have an axe. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put a tree over on that little area over there that you hop to. Maybe this is nice. Maybe this is an okay thing I've done. Let's go and put... that. Then go grab some bushes to hide that. I think that sounds good. Alright, let's go and grab ourselves some bushes. Some bushes. Let's see. We need a few bushes. And I do have a lot of crap now. Look, the funny thing is I have so much crap in here, but it's like, it's only 800 out of 1,600. We're going to be able to get so much stuff in this game. Let's go. The hedges are just, I think, the best. They're my favorite wall by far, as much as I like the Japanesey ones. I mean, can you tell? There's a heap of bushes just around here, but... what do I want to do? I was just thinking about something. See how this looks, so let's go plonk. Plonk. The point of this is to slightly hide this area. So if you're looking from that angle, you can't really tell. I realize I have a problem. Because if I place that like that, it's like that. I'm actually going to have to put back the land so I can do this. So what does this look like with this? Let's not do that. We'll put this back for now. And we'll come up here. Edges. We got sort of a hidden vista for red. And what now? You're trapped. But I have a ladder. Alright, there we go. Ta-da! Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna harsh its buzz. Because I will do this. I'll grab the last of the hedges. One, can't see. I feel like I need one more hedge bush, unfortunately. And this lake's a problem. This lake has always been a problem. The last of it here. And that'll do? I think that looks alright. Let's work on this lake. Didn't want to have to do this. Sorry about this calendar. I need a shovel. Can you see me like fumbling the controls? Hey Minute, how you doing? Wow, I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. Hey 8's team, how you going? Wow, people jumping on. Everyone appearing at once. I can't see what I'm doing. I just really want to expand this lake because it feels like a little sad lake when it's well, it actually kind of looks a bit of like an innuendo right about now. It's not my fault, I didn't do it. Can't see, is that a square or is it a curve? So hard to see sometimes. Alright, I want that like that, but maybe we get rid of this. Because... oh boy. That's an unpleasant shape, isn't it? Fix it. How do I fix it? The reason why it's like this is because of this. Okay. How about that? That's it's more like a fruit now, I guess. Oh. How about we make it more bulbous down here? Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh. Actually, that's alright. Alright, that'll do. Alright. I still hate it. As much as I want to love this lake, this rock is such a problem. The reason why this is like this is purely because of that. So, not my fault. Oh, I know what we could do. Do you know what's fun? We can make a little waterfall down the other side. I haven't actually made a waterfall like this. I wonder how thin you can make a waterfall. Gonna let me do it? Oh, it worked. Oh, there you go. How's that? Does that look a little better? I can destroy the rock and another one will spawn, but the thing is that it takes a couple of days. I know I don't really need rocks, but yeah. I don't mind it now. Now that I've turned it into like a little waterfall, I think it adds a lot more character to it. Alright. I think I'm happy with that. Oh, hello. Yeah. I'm surprised you can make a baby waterfall, actually, in a minute. Mush partition. And I'm probably gonna have to be a B again. I'm really sorry about this. This is just one of those days. I'm just going to make constant phone calls. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to do one more waterfall, but wait. Question: is that no longer a lake now that I've done that? What changes it from a lake to a river? Is this still a lake? Is that was the point of this, was it to make it be just a little lake so you can get the other types of fish. But now I'm actually concerned that might have changed what type of thing it is. They might have turned this into a river. I have no idea. I legit have no idea how some of this mechanically works. Can't tell. Yeah, I don't know either. I want to change these fences. Maybe I'll change these. Hey, what's up? I got a laughter one. Now I can laugh at people. Before then, I had no funny bone. I was a sad soul. Alright, I'm gonna quickly BRB. If I can get this done now, then I can continue streaming. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly BRB again. Sorry. Man, I'm sorry about that, everyone. I'm back now. I think I'm back for good. And it's, we've got about an hour of stream. Also, a minute, I didn't realize that you actually raided me. Thanks for that. It didn't give me the prompt for it. That's crazy. I feel like something's wrong with Streamlabs and the, different notification services at the moment. Army bed. Man, it is crazy where it's like there is that thing of I think people underestimate how required tradies are, like, and it's so hard when you're trying to get a hold of them. There is a push now you hear these days of well, particularly in Australia, trying to get government funding towards people to become tradies, like less people studying up to be college students or university students, and go into a trade because they're super required. It takes a very particular set of skills. I wasn't paying attention. Did Blather say that was a new one, or not? Nah, it's not a new one. So, considering the time, we could actually switch over to Monster Hunter. I have been playing a lot of Animal Crossing today. It's 3 hours of Animal Crossing today. We got pretty much everything we wanted to do. Yeah, maybe I'll switch over. So I wasn't sure if I was going to go till the 5:30, but I think I'm now sorted for what I need to. Hopefully I may receive a call or more, a few, while I'm doing it, but fine. Actually, Monster Hunter is a bad game for that because you can't pause. So if I get into a mission and I just just get KO'd, it's like I can't really do much about it. Actually, my plan was to do some Colv sieges, so might be okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? To do a bit of Monster Hunter? Do a bit of something else? I think we got a good amount done. Like, I do wish that you could move more than one house at a time, though. My choice? You're too kind, Thermal. You just, it's always my choice. Oh. Cool. I think my issue is all resolved for now. Cool. Alright. Let's step on this bug. Maybe swap on over to Monster Hunter. My concern is always that I feel like people are very wanting to see me play Animal Crossing, and then it's like, just as people are like joining, I'm like, I'm gonna switch game now, bye! It was so bad. This is why it's like I can't be a streamer necessarily. I'm at the whims of people. I'm too easy to be influenced. Bye, have a nice time. Alright. Oh, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna BFA again very quickly as I switch over to Monster Hunter. I'll be back.